Hey everybody, it's Angie and welcome to Hot and Flashy. You guys, I have some amazing news for you today, and that is that my brush set that I collabed on with my friends over at BK Beauty is now being sold as single individual brushes. So many of you guys bought the brushes and loved them, but we heard your comments that maybe you didn't want to buy the whole brush set. There was just a particular brush that you were all interested in, or maybe you just needed the eyeshadow brushes, or maybe you just wanted the face brushes, or maybe you bought the set and you needed more of some of the individual brushes. So they are going on sale starting today. So if you want to go ahead and buy some, you can use the link in the info box below the video. Don't forget to use my discount code Angie10 for 10% off. So what I thought we'd do is use each of the brushes. I could show you how I use them and give you some tips on ways that you can multitask them. I'll put on my favorite go-to makeup for this spring that I've been wearing like all the time in a lot of my videos, and people have requested tutorials on this look, so I wanted to go ahead and do it for you. We can talk about the pricing on the brushes, and that'll be today's video. How does that sound? I don't have any makeup on right now. I just have on, as usual, my skincare and my sunscreen, which today is the Elta MD UV Elements SPF 44 mixed with a little bit of the Paula's Choice Super Light SPF 30. So I'm not using any of my brushes to do my foundation because, of course, I didn't do a foundation brush, and the reason I didn't do a foundation brush is because BK Beauty makes my favorite foundation brush, and I thought, why recreate the wheel when they already have a great one? So let's go ahead and use this. I'm going to use my new Holy Grail foundation. It's the #1 de Chanel. I love this so much. I've been reaching for it every single day because I gotta say, you know, you go through your life, you see yourself in car mirrors or in bathroom mirrors or in windows. I never think bad makeup day. I never even really think about my skin when I have this on. Like usually I'll see my face in the mirror, and you guys know I have like enlarged pores across my cheeks and stuff. And whenever I see myself in a mirror when I'm wearing this, I never even think about my pores, which is amazing because I think about my pores a lot, okay? They're big from sun damage. They make my skin look like, you know, the surface of an orange, and I don't love it. So anyway, let's go ahead and pop on the foundation. I'm gonna do this, you know, less as a tutorial during this part and more just talking about the brushes. Of course, you will save a little money if you wanted to get all the brushes by buying the set. And the set retails for $125, which, you know, I don't think is a bad price considering that you're getting 7 really good quality brushes. They're really well made. The fibers are so ridiculously soft. They're literally the softest brushes I've ever felt, and they last so long. They wash up perfectly. They always look beautiful. They retain their shape. They're just great. And if you're a mature woman who's struggled with your makeup, they will really help you to get your makeup on looking better, looking more smooth and even. All right, so foundation is on. Of course, it's on perfectly thanks to the BK Beauty 101 brush. And so that leads us into the brush that I think so many of you are interested in purchasing separately, and that is my A506 concealer brush. This was basically a mini BK 101. So when I was designing the brushes, I thought, you know what? I'm still putting on concealer with my finger because I've never found a brush that I liked for that before. And I was like, wonder if we could just shrink this down so it would fit right in this area, because this is way too big for that. And if that would work. And so we did a couple of prototypes on this, and then we hit on this length and this width, and it just fits perfectly right at the inner eye area, and it makes your concealer application so beautiful, so smooth. This brush individually is $24. Let me just bring you in a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing here. So let me just demo it for you. The concealer I'm going to use is my Holy Grail. It's the Lancome Tint Idole. I'm just going to go ahead and swipe a little bit of that there and there. You just take this brush and make sure that you're using the curved side here, and you can just start patting it into the concealer and blending it across under your eye. And then you can bring it up close to the corner of your eye, because I have a little bit of like blue discoloration up in there. Bring it up there and then kind of stipple it down. I like to use this one more in like a stippling patting motion than in a dragging motion, because you don't want to drag the skin under your eye. But I find that the most beautiful, seamless, wrinkle-free application is just to pat it. And one of the comments that I got from a viewer was that this feels like a cat's paw applying your concealer. And I was like, oh, I love that image. I just love the idea of having a tiny little cat's paw just applying my concealer so perfectly. I'm starting to get some really fine wrinkles really close under there, and often my concealer will wrinkle up in those wrinkles. So then I just turn the brush so that the longer end is facing my skin, and then I just kind of wipe away and really gently get the concealer out of those wrinkles before I set it. And you can also use this, of course, to put concealer on, say, a blemish if you have one. If you like to highlight down the center of your nose, this is a perfect brush for highlighting down the center of your nose. Actually, why don't we go ahead and do that right now. Let me just first put the concealer on the other eye, then I'll show you a few other ways to use this brush. All right, so let's say you want to highlight down the center of your nose to make that look a little bit straighter and smoother. You just draw a tiny little line of concealer right down there like that. And rather than using the wide part so that you don't get the concealer looking too wide, I just use the very tip of the brush here. Draw that straight up to my forehead and then straight down to the end of my nose. Then I get that nice narrow straight line that really helps to chisel out the features of my nose, make it look a lot straighter, a lot less bumpy. And then I just feather it towards my eyebrows once I get over here to lighten and brighten this area of my forehead. If you have super deep like nasolabial folds, you can take a lighter color of concealer and you can use the longer end to just blend it here by the side of your nose and down into there. All right, I want to go ahead and set my under eyes before that has a chance to crease. Today I'm going to use the NYX Mineral Matte Finishing Powder in the shade Light Medium. For this I'm going to use the BK108 brush. This is the perfect size for setting your under eye concealer because, again, much like my A506, it just fits perfectly right in there. You can just press your setting powder right into your under eye concealer. And then I like to set the fronts of my cheeks where I have the enlarged pores. And I also set right here between my brows. Next, let's go ahead and put on some blush. And for that, we will use my A507 blush brush. This brush is going to be $28 to buy it individually. I think this is just the most perfect blush brush. I love an angled and curved blush brush because when you pick up the blush, it picks up on the tips of the center of the brush and pretty much doesn't put much blush on the outer surface. So I've been really into this Physicians Formula Marumaru Butter Palette, and it contains a blush, a bronzer, and a highlighter. So I'm going to go ahead and use this blush today. So I'm just going to dip my brush in, and you can see how only the center part of the brush hits the blush. I just start high up on my cheekbones and I use the brush in an upright way so that I just bring it forward and I just use little stippling motions. And that just perfectly blends out my blush without even really trying. This brush works great with powder blush or liquid blush. It's really versatile. For the bronzer, I'm going to use my BK104 brush. And I'm just going to pick up some bronzer. These are the best brushes. They last and last. When I first started on YouTube and I wasn't that good with makeup, I would not have guessed that brushes really made a big difference, but I have come to learn that tools really do make a huge difference in how your makeup goes on, and having the right tools for your age, it really can make a difference. All right, let's go ahead and start in with our eye makeup now. I grabbed a new eyelid primer at the Sephora sale last week. So it's the Sephora House Brand Beauty Amplifier Primer. So this has a little doe foot. So I usually will just swipe a little bit on each eyelid. And then I've been finding lately that my fingers are just too big and clunky, and I end up spreading my primer like down in here onto my concealer, and it really messes up my concealer. So I've been using my A505 brush a lot to spread my eyelid primer, and this one I designed to apply your shimmer shadows, but it's such a versatile brush, just like they all are. This one is great at applying your eyelid primer because it keeps it exactly where you want it, much like with the shimmers. Normally, to get any color payoff out of them, I had to use my finger to apply them. And my finger is just too clunky and too clumsy at this point to apply it and have it only stay where I want the shimmer, which is nice and close to my eyelid. I don't want to get shimmer all the way up here, or all the way in here, or all the way down here into my concealer. This brush really comes in handy. It really helps me to control where I'm putting not only my eyelid primer, but also my shimmer shadows. So we'll use that again in a minute. So let's go ahead in with the brush that I always go in with first, which is the A501 brush. This is an all-over lid shader. And another product that I picked up last week in the Sephora sale is the Gwen Stefani Simple Kind of Life eyeshadow palette. So I'm just going to dip into this first shade here, which is kind of a flesh tone, kind of pinky color with my A501. This picks up the perfect amount of eyeshadow, and I'm just going to apply that all over my movable lid. And what I've noticed lately, another problem with aging, is that I'm getting kind of diagonal wrinkles up here at the inner corner of my eyelid. And so in order to get those to not show up as much, I really have to have a nice, soft, fluffy brush. If I just gently drag it and pull a little bit on the lid, then that kind of smooths out the wrinkles and gets the eyeshadow both down into the wrinkle and on the top of it, which is how you make your wrinkles kind of disappear. So next I'm going to go in with my A502 brush. This is the Crease shader. This little guy is going to retail for $15. This is a perfect size crease shader because it's not too big like most crease shaders are. This one is a perfect size for people with hooded eyes for blending a medium to pale matte tone in the crease to really disguise the hood. So I've been using this one a lot lately. This is a MAC single called Cozy Gray, and this is the one I used to get the look in my last few videos that you guys like so much. The shapes of these brushes are so perfect for getting deep in the crease and then sweeping the eyeshadow across, but it blends it as it applies it. So as you can see already, there are no harsh lines with the eyeshadow, and it just gives you the most perfectly blended crease. Then I always go in with that clean A503 brush to blend that out. So this one, I pretty much do the same motion. I just put it right where I put that other brush, and then I just swirl it around in bigger motions to get that eyeshadow up a little bit higher so it really disguises that hood and blends everything out so that it's seamless. All right, so then for the next step, I've been using another matte shade. I've been using this It Cosmetics No Tug Shadow Stick, and this one is in this nice matte mauve kind of color. I'm not sure what the shade name is. I can't read it. It's like gray on mauve on here, impossible to read, I think even for young eyes. So then I've just been putting this right on top, but deeper in the crease, just to darken up the crease a little bit. And then I go back in with my A502 to blend that out. So you can use these brushes with both powder eyeshadow and with cream eyeshadows, and it will blend out both beautifully. All right, next I went in with another one of the It Cosmetics shadow sticks. This one is, I don't know what the name of it is, but it's like a shimmery taupe color. And I just took that and made a like kind of a wing shape at the outer corner, just to make the outer corner a little smokier. And then I went in with my A504 brush. This is my tiny little crease brush, and I just used that to blend this out a little bit. I want to keep this pretty controlled and not have it really smoke everything out there, but I do just want a little bit more drama at the outer corner. And then I also use it to just add a little color underneath my lower lashes. Repeat over on this side. This tiny crease brush is so important, I think, especially for more mature lids, to have something that's really small and really fits right into the crease of your eyelid and can really help you control where you're putting your darker colors. Sorry I'm using so many different eyeshadows in here, but I guess I just used a lot that day, and since you guys were asking for the tutorial on it, I'll show you exactly what I did so that you guys can get the same look. But for the next eyeshadow, I went in with the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. This is in the shade Champagne. Pick up a little bit of that from the pot. And then this I apply at the inner corner. And again, this helps me to keep the eyeshadow right where I want it. And I don't end up with any down in my concealer, which I don't want. Then I'm going to go back into the A504 brush. And this one will retail for $15 individually. I think I forgot to say that. And then I'm just going to use that to blend those two together right here in the middle. And repeat on the other eye. And again, blend. For that look, I also have a winged eyeliner. I've been using Flick Stick eyeliner wing stamps, and these are awesome. But I'm going to go ahead and do the eyeliners off camera, and then I'll come back and we'll wrap up the video. All right, so the eye makeup is done. I use the Flick Stick for the winged eyeliner stamps. Then I don't use the other side of this to do the rest of the winged eyeliner. The eyeliner that I use there is Maybelline Hyper Easy. This is the easiest eyeliner to work with for a winged liner. Upper waterline liner. I use the Sephora retractable eyeliner pencil. I use this shimmery lavender silver shade from Pixie on my lower lashes. Then let me just go ahead and finish up my go-to spring look with the lippy. I have been wearing the Revlon Color Stay because how it lasts all day, but I've noticed that it lasts all day if I use the right lip liner with it. So if those of you bought this because of my video and then you just used it on its own, you're like, hey, wait a minute, this doesn't last all day. I think it has something to do with the lip liner. So in the video that I did on it, I had used this LA Girl lip liner, which I did not like at all. Today I'm going to go ahead and use the BK Beauty lip liner in Sweet Pea. This is one of my favorites. And these are so creamy. And this is called Partner in Crime, the shade of the Revlon Satin Ink. All right, so this is a spring look that I've been wearing a lot. Thanks so much for requesting the tutorial. And I'm so glad that you guys liked the look and that I could recreate it for you here today. So just to recap on the brushes, the full set of 7 brushes is always available. The full set retails for $125. If you want to buy the brushes individually, the prices are as follows. The A501 lid shader is $16. The A502 crease shader is $15. The A503 blender is $16. The A504 detailer is $15. The A505 shimmer brush is $16. The A506 concealer brush, $24. I know a lot of you guys are interested in that one. And of course, the A507 angled blush brush at $28. The brushes are all vegan and cruelty-free. They are luxury quality brushes at an affordable everyday price. They are so well made. They're so beautifully crafted. They're so soft. You're not going to believe how soft they are, and you are not going to believe the difference that they make in applying your makeup. With Mother's Day and Easter coming up, they would make a great gift, and you can also save 10% on all your BK purchases, whether it is the BK 101 or any of their other fabulous brushes or my brush set, the lip liners, any products that they make. Use Angie10 for 10% off at checkout. So that is it for today's video, everybody. I hope you found it helpful and informative. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. As always, I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.